Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm back in my office and we're going to do more decluttering. You'll have to excuse any background noise that you hear. It is the weekend, family's home, TVs are on. It is what it is. And when I asked you all if you preferred me talking or doing a voiceover, it was kind of more towards the chatting as I go. So that's what we're doing. I'm going to chat with you as I declutter the space, kind of go through my thought process of what goes through my mind when I am decluttering a room. And we're going to get this office set up and ready to go so I can actually come up and work in it, because I can't do that right now. And yeah, we'll take you along for it. So this is probably going to be, well, it is the second part. I'll link the first video above and down in the description box. You can go and watch that if you haven't already. This will be part 2, and there'll probably be a part 3 and then a reveal. But I don't know. Right now, this is part 2. Let's jump in and do it. So this is what the desk looks like right now. I kind of want to go through it, but we also have bookcase, which has a lot of things I know I want to keep. I really don't want this bookcase, but we're going to use it until I declutter, because that is one thing that I feel we can jump ahead of ourselves and want to get new furniture pieces before we go through the decluttering stage. And what I know is once you declutter and you let go of a lot of things, you might not need those pieces of furniture that you once thought you did need. So I'm keeping everything that I have right now, and if I want to upgrade it or update it after I finish the decluttering part of this process, then I'll reassess and go from there. But for now, this bookcase is working perfectly fine, as is this makeshift desk with these units. They're the recollection units from Michael's. Not sure if they still sell them. These are probably 11 years old, but they're still held up and they're still put together and they're doing great. Then I have my tripod. I'll move that over here. I have this cart from Michael's that has all of my Cricut supplies on it, but now that I'm not using the Cricut downstairs, I'll have a space here to use it. I have a place in the closet to store that stuff. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the cart or not. We'll see. We have this desk. That was Maddie's. She doesn't want it anymore. And it is still a great desk. So I'm thinking I'll use this for my computer work, but I have to clean it off. It just has a bunch of things. Then if we keep moving over here, we have more things and more things. And a Christmas tree. And then we have the day bed. She has a new bed, a double bed in her room. So we're keeping this in here for guests. We don't get a lot of guests, so that's okay. But as far as the bed goes, I would like to clean it off and have a space to maybe film some sit-down videos, or just to have a space to curl up and read. We're going to go from there. I don't know. We'll see. We're keeping the bed though. It's a non-negotiable. We're going to keep it. And the drawers underneath, these are going to be great. So I'll do bed linens in there, and I don't know when the other two, but for now we're decluttering. That's the point of this video. And if we keep going over, that's my wedding dress. I love my wedding dress. I do not want to get rid of it, but I need to find a spot to hang it up. And I do not have that. So anyway, stuff. Okay, we're just going to start. I think I'm going to start with the desk over here and go through I don't have a word this year. I have a feeling. I want less, and I want to be ruthless, and I just want to declutter and get rid of all the things that I am not using. We're not holding on to anything. It's just going. So let's tackle the desk and see what I can let go of. Use Post-its. Until we use. This is Connor's. Pop that over there. Oh, these are going in her baby. Cutest little leggings. What I am realizing right now is that there's a lot of things that I want to keep, that we've probably decluttered a lot of the things already, but I need to start putting things in homes. And one thing that I used to get really caught up on was having the perfect organizer and the perfect thing to organize all of my supplies together. And that would stop me from going through and putting things in the spaces I wanted their homes to be. So in this case, my closet now has 4 shelves in it, which will provide ample space to store all of my Cricut supplies and any type of office-y craft supply. But what once would have held me up on not having a bin or a basket to organize the materials into, I am not going to allow that to roadblock my progress. So keep that in mind. Even placing the paper or the pens or whatnot on the shelf in the location you think that you want it to go is a step towards knowing what you really want to keep. And then as you progress, you might declutter more. You might come across some things where you think, hey, I don't have the space for X and Y together, so I really need to assess what matters the most to me in this space. We only have this area to work with. Just like the container method, this is my container. My office is this room and the closet, and I can only keep what will comfortably fit in this room. You don't want to overfill a space. So I think that's what I'm kind of going to do right now, is bring the things into the spaces where I want them to belong. So if it's books or anything that I want on the bookcase, so here in the main office part, I'll put it there, and then I'll move over and put the things I want in my closet into my closet, and then we'll have the rest of the space to work with. That's kind of my thought process right now. But don't let that railroad your progress by thinking you don't have the right supplies or the right containers or baskets or bins to put things into, because really it comes down to just having a space, and then you can see if you really need to spend that money. You might have something lying around the house, but that can really stall your progress by not starting, by thinking you don't have the right things when really you don't. There is no right things. You just need to put the items where you think you want them to go. Okay, so with that being said, we'll go back over to the desk. I see something right away. Paper cutter and laminator are things I want stored in the closet. So I'm going to go put them in there right now, on a shelf. Doesn't have to be the shelf they're going to stay on, but on one of the shelves, because that's where their home is going to be. I have this bin that's empty now that I was corralling my paper cutter and laminator into, but I have this bag with jewelry supplies, beads, and yarn. So I'm going to put all of this into here. It's not ideal. It's not where I want to store it, but for the time being, this will be my container for the amount of jewelry making, like alphabet beads and bits and bobs of jewelry making. I decided to sit down on the floor and go through this bag just in case there was anything that I could possibly or potentially declutter. Let's put many stickers. I know this is random, but I do use this to sort the beads. started all of this and I thought the camera was on and it wasn't. But what I ended up doing was deciding to go through this bag and see what I could let go of. There's a few things that just trash, and I contained my bracelet making kit stuff into here. I use this for school, so I make bracelets for whatever grade I'm teaching. So, and it is for our first few days of school when we do our class as a family. Regardless, I also have this yellow paint. I plan on making popsicle stick pencils for next year. I didn't get to it this year, but I will get to it. And if I don't, then I will get rid of this paint. But this is brand new and it is the yellow like the pencils. I have a plan, and if I don't follow through with it, then I will let it go. But this is all my things for crafts for school. And if she wants her, it's just a bunch of Hocus Pocus sign. She has her Halloween things in her room. Oh, this is tea lights. I probably don't need the packaging, but these are cute for little crafts for snowmen with noses. So I'm going to keep those. This is a golden retriever sticker. That's Maddie's. I'll go see if she wants that. That is garbage. This is garbage. And this is garbage. So at least I emptied this bag. And I'm going to put this in the closet because that's where I want it to live. And I'm going to go take care of this right now. Okay, we decluttered the earrings, and I found a little light up door hanger. We decluttered those, but the rest kept. And I think I'm going to use this as my trash bag right now. And this little space is now clear. Progress, right? Progress. I think I want to work over here now on the desk. Okay. I have a few more things I need to check with Maddie. That's going to be a lot of this because this was her bedroom. So there are things that were hers that she just didn't take over to her new room, and that tells me a lot. If she didn't take it over to her new room, then she probably doesn't want it. So I'm just gonna go check with these things. We have a lip gloss, a pen, a pencil, and some jewelry. So I'm gonna go check with her now. Okay, change my mind. I'm not going to continuously check with her because that could take up a lot of my time to go through and clean up this room. I have this bin. I'm going to put anything that belongs to her in here, and then she can go through it to decide if she wants to keep it or not, or donate it, or if it's just trash. And that way it's not going to stall my progress, and I'm going to be able to continuously just keep working. So this is a Maddie bin, we'll call it. And speaking of that, all these. I have to say this bin is working out great because it's going to put all the responsibility on her. I think a lot of the time, not just kids, but even adults, even myself included, can fall into the trap of putting things in another room so I don't have to deal with them. And she might want to keep these things, but they can't stay in here, so they're going to have to stay in her room. That's her container. That's her area. And I find a lot of the time it happens with me down the basement. I put things down there that I don't want to deal with right away. And I might want to keep them, but I don't know where I want to keep them. So it will make her think about if it's something she really, really wants to keep. Now, one example will be the few pieces of Lego that she does have. So I am going to put the Lego in here, and she's going to have to decide if she wants it enough to display it in her room, or if she wants to pack it away in a bin in her room. But regardless, it needs to stay in her room because that's her container and that's where she can store her things. Okay, found these. I'm going to let go of, it's a curtain rod, I believe. But I have two that I kept in case I want to put curtains on this window. I'm not sure if I'm going to, so I'm going to hold on to them. But these ones here, I have no use for in the entire house, so they're just going to go. Pop those in my donation bin. I have donations out in the hallway, and I have a bin of things that I kind of corralled together that I know I want to keep, and I need to go through and find homes for them. So let's get that bin now. There's one good thing, I can finally shut the door now. Bin, well, the box is right down here. Maddie's bin is over here. I'm gonna slide it here. Still need to figure out what to do with this Christmas tree. And then we also have a pile of things on the wall, but we're just gonna leave those because wall space is okay. This here does need to be decided. Think most of it to keep, but I just need to stop procrastinating and start. And then I think I'm going to move over to the bed and finish with the few things that are on there. I know you all enjoy when I chat with you with my thought process to going through this, but one other thing that really helps me stay motivated is watching other YouTube videos at the same time. So I think I will stop and chat with you. I'm going to pop on a video for today. Need a little minimalist motivation. Right now, my favorite to watch, I love Dawn from The Minimal Mom, but one person that I've been really drawn to, and she just resonates with me. I feel that we're very similar, is my good friend Becky, if you can see that, from Minimal Ease. Her channel, she's doing so well and I'm so proud of her, but what I love about her channel is it's so real, and I feel like our homes are very similar. Our lifestyle is very similar. She is an educator as well, though this year she took a step back from her full-time position and is just substituting. I spent years being a substitute teacher. I know how it is, and her channel is really inspiring. So I'll link her down below if you haven't checked her out already. Definitely go give her some love because she's amazing. We collabed together not this past December, but the December before when we did the 12 days of decluttering. But right now I'm going to pop on one of her videos and I'm going to go through this bin, and then I will pop in here and there to explain the reasoning behind why I might be parting with something. Okay, I have a few things I'm going to go pop into their homes. This is a framed wedding picture of Matt and I that I want to keep. This is washi tape and stickers. I'm going to put them in my closet. They're for crafting and for planning. Then I also have two things that are going to go into Connor's room. They're his. These pictures here I want to put on the wall. This here I want to frame some of these pictures. They're Disney pictures, and I'm going to put them on a little gallery wall here in my office. So I'm going to put these things away right now. And now we have an empty bin that I can use to put my donations in. I also found board games. These belong down in the basement. Garbage. I'm going to put them on Maddie's bin. I put Connor's stuff too there. I feel now I'm getting to the point of this process that I am starting to get overwhelmed because I don't know what to do with some of the stuff. So I have this box of bits and bobs. I think this is mainly Maddie's stuff, honestly. So I think I'll just let her deal with it. Makes my life a little easier.
Extra that belongs to my daughter. In the closet, we keep sheets, which my simple conditioner and shampoo, which I use even with my thicker, curlier hair. It seems to be great. Then we have some extra.
Okay. Bag of things. I feel like I need to go through it, but at the same time, I feel like I don't want to. I don't know, I'm being real. This is how I feel right now. I think what I'm going to do is actually not go through it. I really want to, but I need to straighten up the rest of this desk. My goal, I think, right now is I'd like to get the bed empty. And yes, there's MDF laying there. I'm going to push that back. I'd like to get the bed empty and then clear off some more of this. I think that's what we're going to do now. We're getting to the part of this process I just want to stop. It's progress, though. Maybe I'll show you a little mid check-in of what it's looking like. So this area is looking a lot better. I know there's still stuff, but there's not as much. This is all the kids and the 2 board games. So this stuff is their responsibility, except for the 2 board games. This American Girl piece is going to go with the rest of the American Girl items that we're not even going to talk about right now. Pictures that I need to hang up. That shelf goes in the hallway, but I think I'm actually getting rid of it. I put a few things on top of the desk here that I want to keep. I need to put these away. But all right here is now, I mean, it's not empty, it's not clean, but it's a lot less. And I cleared off that shelf and I put the TV on top of it. But this is all still looking the same. And then the bed is, you know, it's a work in progress. Okay, enough stalling. Let's do this over here. Most of the time I've been saying I'm cutting my losses and just donating things, but these are, I didn't buy these that long ago. I am going to return. This was a blanket I was going to do in Connor's room. It was $30. And then this frame here, it shows kids' artwork. This I did buy a while ago, but they still sell them, and it was $20. I'm using one, and I don't think I have a use for this. I mean, I could put it up in my new gallery wall. I'll think about it, but I am definitely returning this. And if I return this, then I'll have a gift card, and then if I need to buy anything for this office, I can. If I need to buy anything for the rest of the house, I can. And it's better than cluttering up my room. So I'm going to pop this stuff down and then finish cleaning off the desk and the bed. Now, I did tell you that this was not going to be finished today, but there is a huge improvement in this space. I've been up here for an hour and a half. I had to take breaks because that is life, and I'm happy with the progress that I've made. I would like to continue working on it, but I've just I hit my limit, and I don't think I can manage anymore. But I mean, the floor needs a vacuuming, but this whole space is clear now, and it was filled with things. This pile is for the kids to go through and decide if they want it or not, and then they have to find homes for it. Still have the Christmas tree, not dealing with it yet. Bed is mainly cleared off. That's painting supplies. I'm just leaving it right there for now. That's the bag I decided not to go through. And this is a pile of returns that I'm going to bring back to Winners. Bookcase is not organized, and I think I will be doing a separate video on organizing and simplifying the bookcase and the desk. This is a box of donations. I need to go through all the desk drawers. That will be in another video. This here I am going to keep right now with all my Cricut supplies, but eventually I would like to move them into the closet. And now the closet is a mess, I'll be honest, and I will go through it more shelf by shelf, but I just put things I knew I wanted to keep in here. So everything that is in this space is staying, unless I, get a little more motivation and am able to declutter more. But for now, I know it's all staying. It's all things that I want to keep. And for the time being, it's contained in there, and I can just shut the door, which is really nice. The desk cleared off except for the one lamp, and there's still things up there of Madeline's. I didn't get a chance to tackle this yet, so I'm just keeping it as is. But that's pretty much an entire view of the room. There's the door, able to shut it, and this is what it's looking like right now. I could potentially come up here to work. There's space on the desk, there's space on that desk, and I can move in here easily. So that is one thing that I'm really happy for, because a goal of mine is to be able to get in here sooner than later. Didn't go through the bed drawers yet either. There's still a lot to do in here, so stay tuned for part 3 of this declutter, simplifying, and organizing video. I'll have part 3 hopefully up soon, maybe within the next 2-3 weeks. So that's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video with your friends. If you have friends in your life that need some simplifying, minimizing, and decluttering motivation, I have lots of that here on my channel. And until next Thursday, I hope you all are taking care, and we'll see you then. If you're interested in more decluttering, simplifying, and minimizing videos, then don't forget to check out this one here on the screen and hit that subscribe button. We'll see you next week. Take care. Bye, everyone.